Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina of Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your December new moon reading. The new moon in first degree Capricorn is falling just behind the winter solstice on December 21st. So these energies together are helping us transition from 2022 to 2023. So I welcome all of you who are new, and to those of you who are coming back, thank you for being here all. And let's get started, Aquarius, with your overall energy for the December new moon, the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is solid, stable, secure, and is showing me that you are focused on these things. My sense is as much as you are focused on your stability, you are also looking at your safety, your protection, because in order to be generous, to share, to give from the excess that you are creating in your life, you must feel safe, you must feel secure, you must feel protected from those who would be dishonest with you. And that's what you are respecting right now in your own efforts to stabilize your foundation as a place from which you can create more wealth and more abundance in the world. In the 10th house of your social identity, we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles has been coming up a lot as I sense you have learned a lot about yourself, learned a lot about the way you used to do things, and you are integrating that information rather rapidly at this time in order to formulate a new way to move forward, a new understanding of what's materially possible, and allowing yourself to cast about for help in an environment where you are planning something new, you are prepared to break away from your past and approach something in a new way, in an entirely new direction. This can be a change in your job, a change in your location as well. It can be a change in your position within a company. This can be you leaving a corporation and starting your own business. These are a couple of examples of the opportunities coming to you, Aquarius, right now. In your first house, the King of Swords is allowing you to focus on the skill that you have in spades. The King of Swords is this ability not only to be fueled and motivated, directed by your truth, the search for justice, but your ability to listen, to have a conversation, to be curious about the truths and experiences of others is what is giving you the capacity to learn more, to gather new ideas, to elicit the honest responses from others, and to listen to those. This is where you're listening more than you're talking. You have convened expertise together to discuss issues relevant to this opportunity to grow your abundance. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your history, the Nine of Cups, is indicating that this ability to focus on your material well-being and to make that available to your community is giving you immense pleasure. This is deriving such a deep level of satisfaction as you are peeling away emotional detachment and the denial of experiences that have been uncomfortable and made you to feel vulnerable in the past in a way that didn't feel safe. You're now translating that into a recognition that you can invest in yourself in all the ways that not only build your stability but make you feel good, allow you to find pleasure in your everyday tasks and responsibilities. In the seventh house, we have the Knight of Swords, the seventh house being our place of significant relationships. And the Knight of Swords sees you continuing to attract those who are equally curious and desirous of learning new ideas, gathering new information, putting together information in such a way that you are building an experience, a frame for your reality that feels that it can work with a greater diversity of styles, truths, experiences. And this is your goal. You are actually a model to others who are seeking the expansion of their understanding of the truth and their desire to shift their thinking to assure their victory. In the first house, the King of Swords is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. In the second house, a repeat from the 10th house, and the Strength card in the third house. So much of what you are processing right now is ideas and communication. You have complied with a frame of reference, a frame around your reality, a structure of working that has allowed you to excel personally, but that has drawn on your strength and ability to support others. Your resilience is deep, and you have fostered others who do not have the same perseverance, commitment to success that you do. However, your ability to give to others, to be this model of strength and diligence, of courage, has really required you to give without any expectation of receipt. And you are integrating this way that you have been who you are, been true to yourself, but that is shifting as you recognize the potential and impact in your relationships and the way that you work with others. So as you're healing yourself, you're having an impact and showing others how to do the same thing. The Nine of Cups in the fourth house is clarified by the 10 of Pentacles in the fifth house and the Justice card in the sixth house. The 10 of Pentacles is that legacy card, and this it has less to do with what we think of as charities, foundations, philanthropy, which can appear to be a model that is really only available to people with an excessive amount of resources. This is the kind of legacy that allows you to recognize how you've grown and benefited from the work of others before you. So for those of us that are not receiving a big financial inheritance, we have experienced the cultural legacy and the benefits of that throughout our life. And as you recognize that, and this is where the Strength card is coming in, you're seeing that. You're also seeing the ways in which participating in this inheritance, joining in and generating abundance and showing others how to do the same, is what is addressing a sense of injustice you may have experienced among co-workers, among your peers, in those spaces where you have been required to work with others to perform a service. This greater understanding and participation in wealth and abundance, and the ability to recognize opportunities in the abundance, in the non-material magic of the ordinary and everyday, is what is creating your sense of being justly served in your own development. And this is informing your ability to work on behalf of others, to balance unfair treatment, inequities, disharmony in your relationships. The Knight of Swords in the 7th house is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles in the 8th house and the 5 of Pentacles in the 9th house. You are planning deliberately as you are convening conversations, being curious. You are simultaneously not only gathering information through allies and partners, but you are formulating a plan of development. This is the way you're taking an opportunity for abundance, for growth, for improvement, and you are crafting that to suit a new project, a new way of proceeding. You are also really understanding how you have leveraged this perhaps sense of lack that may have been a part of your conditioning. It may have been a part of your cultural or religious background, where you were expected to stay contained within a particular familiar community, and you have now recognized the limits of that, not the lack of support you may have received from that, but you've been able to leverage that into a greater sense of this inheritance, this familiar community that may have had its limitations in your early understanding of spirituality, your own spirituality. You've now come to open up that box by shifting the community that you recognize as familiar, as containing the resources and the support that you need. You've moved beyond this community and really addressed this sense of personal limitations that you were conditioned to believe were your birthright, as in the things that you can't do, the things that were for other people. Our family doesn't do this, our family does this. We don't talk to them because of this. You have completely changed that and recognized the limitation of that for your life without commenting on the validity of those beliefs and ideas. So this is a tremendously expansive opportunity that you have been undergoing, you have been building in your own development, that allows you to recognize the fulfillment, the contentment, the happiness that you have gained by not rejecting an old way, but expanding upon it. The Two of Pentacles in the 10th house, the repeat, is clarified by the Devil card in the 11th house and the Three of Cups in the 12th house. Yes, you are learning so quickly, so fast. You are taking in so much information and you're really trying to integrate it in an interesting way that does not require you to drop or disavow any of the connections or those that may have beliefs that were formerly yours. You are a part of not only understanding the greater opportunities that you can create around you, but also you're helping others to recognize the greater opportunities that need not be limited. You're teaching others about abundance, and you're doing it creatively in your own way that brings joy and contentment, satisfaction to others. You understand what is toxic in your communities, in your collective. You recognize not only the limitations of the past, but also how that damages and hurts, perhaps even cripples others in their inability to be able to place their needs first. And this is something that has been a very difficult lesson for you. But as you have learned that your needs must come first if you are to do the work, to do the service that you came here to do. You must be strong. You must be the vehicle. You must reflect your beliefs and ideas so that others can see them in action through your life, through your behavior and your actions. You're rejecting the expectations that others have put on you if they're not your own. And you are celebrating the support that you now recognize you have at a very intimate level. We began this reading talking about safety and protection, and you've learned how to expose your vulnerabilities, to show others how you've learned to overcome obstacles in a way that opens up their hearts, their ability to listen, their desire to hear your stories, hear your words in a way that helps them to recognize that their weaknesses may also be their strengths. I'm going to finish this up, Aquarius, with an oracle card for you. And I pulled freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. I hope this has been helpful to you, Aquarius. If this reading has resonated for you, please like and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Namaste.